North Carolina Wholesalers. Have you seen this? The NC Real Estate Commission has issued a statement saying that they believe that assignment of contracts are commissions and thus only applicable to realtors and licensed brokers. This is punishable by jail time and/or a fine as a Class 1 misdemeanor. What does this mean? It essentially means that if you're a wholesaler and you have an assignment of contract or planning on assigning a contract that you have with a seller, you will now need to do a double close. The catch is that that double close needs to be funded on both ends, meaning that you as the buyer, the wholesaler, have to provide funds at closing to the seller, and then the end buyer or the investor will need to provide funds to that. Now, this is a relatively new occurrence. I just found out about it on Monday this week, and a lot of attorneys have not heard about it yet, but the word is starting to get out. I started to see more content on Facebook and Instagram about it, and I want to make sure you're all in the know. So the real question is, how are you going to handle this? And I have a couple ideas on that. The challenge will be on these normal assignment of contracts in order to have the funds. So let's say, for example, you need $150,000 to close on a house with a seller. You as the wholesaler need to come up with $150,000 out of pocket and then be reimbursed that same day or the next day whenever the double close happens. So if you don't have $150,000 in your account, there's a couple options. First, you can work with some sort of realtor and come up with an agreement where you pay some small fee and they handle the transaction and they assume the assignment and then you get reimbursed. Or you can work with a transactional lender. So what is a transactional lender? A transactional lender essentially provides short-term money at the closing table for you to cash out your seller and then gets reimbursed when your buyer purchases that property. They usually do this for a fee. And a lot of attorneys will handle this. If you have other questions or if you're looking for a transactional lender, reach out as I have some options and ideas for you to help this move forward and make sure that you don't A, lose the property, or B, have to sell the property at a discount to another investor that may have the cash in pocket.